Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. You are watching YouTube and Facebook channels of Professor Dr. Izwan Jamil Qureshi. And we are in the lecture number 17 of Software Design Patterns course. In my last video, I covered the structural adapter pattern and we discussed that adapter pattern is used when we have incompatible interfaces like .NET application and Java application using the NetBeans or Eclipse, and we want to communicate. So they have incompatible interfaces, they have different specifications, so we use adapter pattern to communicate between them. Or we have legacy systems and we have new systems like COBOL based system, we want to communicate with the .NET, with Java, with PHP or Perl or Python. So that is some review about the adapter pattern. Let's start our second exercise. We have interface iCalculate, we have adapter, we have adaptee, and we have our main method. So these are the specifications for the second exercise. We have target interface, we have adapter class calculate adapt, we have adaptee pay calculate, and we have our client, the adapter pattern demo, the main. This class will interact with the adapter class, and we have the adaptee, and we have the adapter, the wrapper class, which implements the desired target interface. We have iCalculate.java. Our package name is adapter pattern demo 1. So we have public interface iCalculate. So we define an interface iCalculate. We define our new package adapter pattern demo 1. We define two methods, public void cal hourly, public string show, and we close the interface. That is our first interface. Then you have pay calculator, the adaptee. So package adapter pattern demo 1, public class pay calculator, we define string emp name private, public string get emp name, our first method, return emp name, public void set emp name, string emp name, this dot emp name is equal to emp name. And then we have public void set calc int hourly, int rate, system.out.print, the salary is hourly multiplied by rate. So we close the set calc method and we close the class. That is our adaptee, pay calculator.java. Now we have calculate adapt.java, our adapter. So import java.io.bufferreader, import java.io.exception in io.input stream reader. Public class calculate adapt extends pay calculator, implements iCalculate. So pay calculator is our adaptee and iCalculate is our interface. So we define our calc hourly, public void calc hourly, try block, buffer reader, buffer object to take input, new buffer reader, new input stream reader, system.in and system.out.print, enter the employee name, string emp name is equal to buffer.readline, system.out.print, new line, then system.out.print, enter the rate per hour, and then we convert the string into integer, int rate is equal to integer.parse int buffer.readline and system.out.print the new line. Then we continue our calculate adapt, system.out.print, enter the number of hours, again we pass the string into integer, int hourly, integer.parse int buffer.readline, and then we have set calc method. So we pass the arguments into the parameters, rate hourly, system.out.print, set emp name, e name. We close the try block. Then we have catch exception e.print stack trace. So we close the calc hourly and then we override public string show, string e name is equal to get emp name, return the employee name is e name, and then we have close the show and close the class. Now we have our main client application.java, public class client application, public static void main, string arguments, iCalculate, target interface is equal to new calculate adapt, target interface dot cal hourly, system.out.print, target interface dot show. We close the method, we close the class. This is the output enter the employee name R, enter the rate per hour, enter the number of hours, so rate per hour 10, enter the number of hours 200, the salary is 2000, the employee name is R. That is our second exercise for the adapter pattern. Applicability of adapter pattern: when you want to use an existing class, the interface doesn't match the one you need, then you have the adapter like I discussed. For example, we have legacy system and we have new system, or we have .NET and you have to communicate with NetBeans or Cake PHP, Zen PHP. Consequences of adapter pattern: lets a single adapter work with many adaptee. So adaptee itself and all of its subclasses. Adapter can also add functionality to the all adaptee at once. It's hard to override adaptee behavior, so it will require subclassing adaptee and making adapter refer to the subclass rather than the adaptee itself. These are the consequences of the adapter pattern. The next pattern is bridge design pattern. It is the second structural pattern I'm covering. So bridge pattern has the same concept like we have bridges over the rivers, or we have overhead bridges are there to connect two parts, two classes we want to bridge, we want to two applications we want to bridge. So like we have bridging the gap. So this is the same concept here. It decouples, so we have loose coupling is there, the functional abstraction from implementation. So the two can vary independently. Two applications have their own implementation, but interface is the same. They have their own functionality. For example, Microsoft platform. Microsoft has a family of products. Microsoft has Office, we have MS Windows, we have Microsoft .NET framework, we have Visual Studio, we have previous Visual Studio, Visual Studio .NET is there, Game Studio is there, Microsoft Project is there, Microsoft Visio is there, Microsoft Power BI is there, Microsoft Dynamics is there. So there are so many products, Xbox is there are so many products. So Microsoft is using bridge pattern, so you have the same interface like you have the title bar, toolbar, menu bar. Office. Office has MS Word, MS Access, Excel, PowerPoint. Each has different implementation. Microsoft Word is used for documentation. Excel is used for calculations, for statistical applications, scientific applications, engineering applications. PowerPoint is used for presentations, slides. Access is used as far as a database management system, DBMS. So each has its own implementation, but interface is the same: title bar, toolbar, menu bar. Visual Studio and Visual Studio.NET, same interface: title bar, toolbar, menu bar, toolbox, form window, code window, property window, form layout window. But Visual Studio was structured and it was even driven object based. Microsoft has defined objects, so we use Microsoft defined objects. But in Visual Studio.NET, Microsoft introduced fully object-oriented concept. Previous Visual Studio was partly object-oriented. Actually, it was object-based, and the Visual Studio.NET is fully object-oriented. So you have to define classes to use the objects. So, but interface is the same, but implementations are different. So that's the concept of bridge pattern. So it bridges the applications or the components, and you can use Visual Studio components with Visual Studio.NET, and you can use the latest versions with the previous versions. It is also known as handle or body. Advantage: as I discussed the example of Microsoft family, it enables the separation of implementation from the interface. Interface is the same, but implementation is different. Visual Studio different, Visual Studio.NET different. Office Word different, Excel different, PowerPoint different, Access different. So it improves the accessibility, easy to update, easy to upgrade, because interface will not change, but implementation will change. It allows the hiding, so its abstraction, implementation details are hidden from the client. Client doesn't know that how the classes are implemented, how the vendor has defined the objects usage of bridge pattern. When you don't want a permanent binding between the functional abstraction and its implementation, when both the functional abstraction and its implementation need to be extended using subclasses, it is mostly used where changes are made in the implementation but does not affect the client, does not affect the interface, like Visual Studio to VisualStudio.net or Game Studio, Microsoft Project, Microsoft Visio. So we have same title bar, toolbar, menu bar. It also increases the usability, user friendliness. Intention: the bridge pattern is used to separate the interfaces from its implementations. Office Word implementation interface is the same: title bar, toolbar, menu bar. Excel, Access, PowerPoint interfaces are same but implementations are different. Adding functionality by separating major differences using the abstract classes. So let's have our first example. We have interface switch, like we have switch plate is there, switch on the bulb, switch off the bulb, switch on the fan, switch off the fan, switch on the microwave oven. So we have a switch plate which have multiple switches. Interface is the same but implementations are different. For example, we press first switch, fan will on. We press the second switch, bulb will on. We press the third switch, microwave oven will on. We press fourth switch, washing machine will on. We press the fifth switch, juicer or blender will on. Sixth switch, fryer will on. So in this way we can have multiple implementations but interfaces are the same. So we have fan, we have bulb, so we have our switch interface and we have main the class. So we have our first interface. So package bridge pattern demo, public interface switch, public void switch on, switch off. So in the interface we define two methods, switch on, switch off. Now you have fan.java. Public class fan implement switch. So we have two positions, switch on, switch off, two methods, public void switch on, system.out.print fan switched on. Public void switch off, system.out.print fan switched off. We close the method, we close the class. Then for bulb.java, public class bulb implement switch, public void switch on, system.out.print bulb switched on. Public void switch off, system.out.print bulb switched off. Close the method, close the class. Then you have our main bridge pattern demo. Import java.io.static, public class bridge pattern demo, static int choice, public static void main, string arguments throws IO exception. Switch obj1, the first object, new fan. Switch obj2, new bulb. We have do loop, system.out.print switch options. First option fan, second option bulb, third option exit. System.out.print enter your choice. So we use buffer reader, the buffer object, new buffer reader, new input stream reader, system.in choice. So we convert the string into integer. Choice is equal to integer.parse int buffer.readline. So we continue the bridge pattern demo. Switch choice, case 1, obj1.switch on, obj.switch off, break. Case 2, obj.switch on, obj.switch off, break, default, system.out.print, you select nothing, return, while choice is not equal to 3 to exit the loop. So we are using do while loop. We close the main, we close the class. This is the expected output. Choice 1, fan, choice 2, bulb, choice 3, exit. Enter your choice. So 1, fan switched on, fan switched off. Then because loop is running, fan, bulb, choice, enter your choice, bulb switched on, bulb switched off. Continue. It will continue until you press 3 and will exit the loop. Thank you very much. Jazakallah khair. May Allah bless you. Assalamu alaikum.